The Midday Show, with you from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Guest of the day.
It's 2 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, and you know it for a fact that 3 days a week during the Midday Show, we're joined by special people. And I've got a super special one here in the studio today. I mean, it'll take me around 15 minutes literally to introduce my guest. And when you have a guardian angel in the production team like Mariam, she tries to compress it so we can make use of the 60 minutes to have your voice go on the air and allow us to learn a lot from such a special guest. Today's guest is a CELTA qualified English language teacher with over 30 years of experience. She looks ageless. I thought the 30 was wrong, but then Mariam double checked it and the 30 was right. Touch wood. She's got over 30 years of experience across institutions like Qatar University, University of Sunderland, and the Air Force institution known as TTI in Qatar, the UK, and Zimbabwe. Not only that, hold on, you guys. She's an expert in ESL, EAP, ESP, and IELTS, focusing on curriculum design and teacher training for diverse groups, including specialized English for law enforcement and aviation. Yeah, all of that in a single guest today. Currently, she's a team leader at the Gulf Good Vibes podcast. Super great to know. I'm excited for that part mostly. A mental health initiative in partnership with the Qatar's Ministry of Public Health, the Workers' Support and Insurance Fund, in addition to the International Labor Organization. Her core strengths, all of that, when we still have core strengths? Okay, hold on. Her core strengths lie in effective communication, team leadership, and community mental health advocacy. Welcome to the Midday Show, Miss Rutendo Kututwa. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you very much, Huda. Thank you for having us here.
The pleasure is absolutely mine. I'm very delighted to have someone with all of that background and looking young in spirit, and giving good vibes. I mean, God bless you. Having all of that, you're adding a lot to the planet. So I'm very happy that you're joining us here, and we have a lot to learn from today. So let's focus on the many hats you wear. They seem endless, honestly. As an education specialist, a volunteer and podcast specialist at Gulf Good Vibes, and as a body champion at the Ministry of Public Health. Can you tell us about those hats?
Sure. Before I begin,
Yeah, please.
might I ask you, Huda,
Yeah, sure.
are you okay?
Of course, I am okay.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Right. This is what we do at Gulf Good Vibes. I must say, yes, indeed, I am a teacher during the day, during the working day, but I'm here under the auspices of Gulf Good Vibes. This is a community-based initiative where we are into mental well-being advocacy.
When was it established, by the way?
Conversations have been going since June last year.
Okay.
Or even before June last year. But certainly, that's when we started recording. And my good friend Felix Stewart, came up with an idea that we were going to do something. And we were going to go into mental wellness.
It's not just something, it's something. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
He's got the heart for it, and he's sort of the guy behind it, driving it.
And knowing that you're a teacher yourself, you wouldn't be in the teaching industry this long unless you had this incredible ability to touch people's lives. So you do bring the right vibes.
Thank you very much.
Because you
Huda.
go through everybody's background. So it's not just, conveying information in a classroom. It's way beyond that.
True Blue, it's a privilege to work with other people, especially other people's children, as I haven't any of my own. However, it doesn't stop there. Each and every person we come across.
Speaking of children of your own, is that your daughter behind us here?
No, that's my colleague.
That's your colleague?
That's Joyfin Mutoni.
Hello. All
We
right.
work together on the podcast.
God bless you. Okay, so with your hats?
Right. Teaching aside,
Yeah.
in Gulf Good Vibes, I lead the podcast team. Now, I didn't know a thing about podcasts until Felix approached me.
Okay.
And I thought, what? What did you say? Okay, we've got a podcast. So that's what's supposed to be happening. But our grouping and our activities have since moved away from that. So you asked a question when we started. We started last year. in June, because June is the men's mental health wellness month. Okay. So we started with a podcast talking to men about men, how they feel about their mental well-being, what was going around either at the workplace or within families. And it just evolved from there. So it's become other things. In addition to that, we then moved it out into the community, other than just recording a podcast on our own and hoping to air it on YouTube or wherever.
Yeah.
We then went into mental health well-being awareness. So we are into organizing activities that promote such, and so on and so forth.
Is there a particular age level that you're focusing on?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. And it's not just about men, mind. It involves everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. The idea is that we start small, but we grow it out so that everybody in Qatar and beyond, whoever can benefit, should benefit.
That sounds fascinating.
So that's the mental wellness thing. That's the
and is it
Gulf
okay
Advice
not
thing.
to be okay and still approach?
Perfect. Obviously, you've been listening. You're following us somehow. That is the thing. We are all different. Yes, and we see things differently. We respond to whatever stimuli out there differently. And it's okay not to be okay, because one can never be okay or excited or euphoric about anything right through the day, for example.
Yeah.
We all have our moments when things are not quite right, but it's okay. The idea is to do away with the stigma and be able to talk about it so that people, as and when they need help, they do have access to help. So speaking of that, we haven't done it on our own, Huda. We have lots and lots and lots of giants on whose shoulders we stand. We've got the MOPH, for example. Of course, they had to come on board. It's not a case of them coming on board.
Their achievements are absolutely remarkable.
You'd never believe it. And we have to operate under them with their blessing as well. You've got the HMC,
Yeah.
who are linked to the MOPH, well and good. But especially so, we've got the ILO and we've got the ITF.
Which stands for?
Oh, International Transport Federation.
Okay.
But you've already said it. Who's the big guy behind it as well?
You.
Nope. You said it. You can't remember. It's all right.
I have a short memory span, so yeah. Especially when I have a great guest right in front of me. Don't expect me to know all these terms.
Okay. So we have Miss Hulud and Miss Moza and company.
Oh.
And they help us out because they with
Okay. I know that it's quite hard to cover each role and mention each person, but I can sense and feel the amount of gratitude you are expressing towards the endless support you get from those it's just a whole list of entities and people behind the scenes.
the Workers Support and Insurance Fund. They help us a lot. They fund us. Just like we've had other people, even at our inception and stuff. For example, we come under the banner of the Kenyan Embassy. So the Kenyan ambassador is our patron.
Oh.
But when we started, we had other people who've fallen out or are unable to help us at the moment.
Yeah.
For example, when we started, we had our meetings at Qatar Charity Hall.
Really?
Yeah, at the Qatar Charity Hall in Hilal.
Oh, okay.
They hosted us for a long, long, long time. Stuff like
How was that?
Fantastic. How else? Perfect hosts, they were. But things move on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now we, the Worker Support and Insurance Fund, sees to our accommodation at the Crown Plaza, sees to anything and everything that we need to get this going.
And unless they've seen the impact of all of that, you wouldn't get as much contribution. So
No.
this is a testament.
Yes, it is. And for both parties, what they do for us and what we are achieving in the community, we would like to think we are achieving something in the community.
You
And I must
definitely
say,
are. You are completing one another.
I'm certainly proud of the people that I work with. We're a team of volunteers, and people give their time week in, week out.
and their time cannot be bought with the money of the world.
No way.
Yeah. And with all the many roles you play, and as an education specialist, how do you manage to integrate those wellness concepts into your teaching methods and just bridge the cultural divides? How do you do that?
When we get to teach, for example, during my working day, the Gulf Good Vibes element doesn't belong in my classroom.
Okay.
And yet it's the same person, that's me, who has to stand in front of students. I have to exercise empathy. So it does tie in. But I may not talk about wellness. However, I need to remember that each and every one is different, and they could be going through a bad day.
Yeah.
And they could be in a position where they just don't understand. They might be shy to talk about something, ask questions even. Those are some of the things that I've learned through Gulf Good Vibes. So we have a program. Okay, we have two major programs.
Okay.
We have the Champions program. We've been trained by the MOPH to advocate for mental wellness. So champions, for example, are people who are able to come up with campaigns and make things run within companies, within communities. For example, we work with many community leaders, AUQ ones, for example, the Indian ones, and we've got the Filipinos as well with us. I could
A
name
very
so many.
cheerful community, I gotta say.
There you have it.
Yeah.
So everybody ties in now and again, or sometimes, with their community leaders coming through, they disseminate within their own communities. So as long as whatever it is we teach the community leaders as champions is cascaded down to everybody else within the communities, therein lies our strength as a grassroots grouping. Okay. In addition to that, we have buddies. Now we are in charge of the buddies. We train each other so that we can actually talk to people. We don't really talk much. Our idea is to listen. And when we've listened, refer them to the next person. And especially so, together with the MOPH, our next person is really the mental health hotline, 16,000.
That's called NSMAC.
Right.
Which means we listen.
Fantastic. This is what they do. The whole thing is anonymous. If anyone has issues,
So you can maintain anonymity?
Yes, that's what it's about.
You guys heard the number. It's 16,000
It is.
NSMAC. We take pride in having someone like you, encouraging the community to do what they do and allow them to feel better.
Thank you very much, Huda. We have a good team. I'll say that much. I salute them. Like I say, they come in.
And I salute them with you too.
Thank you. It's people just giving up their time to check in on others. So we check in on each other just to make sure that people are okay. It doesn't mean that everything is going to go away. But the idea is that we don't provide solutions. And let me be plain.
Yeah.
We are not clinicians.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can't diagnose anything. Nor can we prescribe anything.
We just connect to one another as human beings.
Correct. Sometimes that's just what people need, to know that they can be seen, to know that they can be heard. And if there's anything that really bothers them, other than just talking through stuff, because as they, talk to us, we give them a chance to work stuff out for themselves.
What kind of stuff do you mostly hear from people facing?
Here we are. We all expats, right?
Yeah.
So people get lonely big time. Loneliness is real. And we don't want that to...
Do you think that COVID had an impact on that?
We don't want the situation to deteriorate, right?
Yeah.
And true, COVID had an impact on many people. The whole idea of being isolated. Yes, we were in isolation for our own protection. However, people lost touch with others.
Of course.
And people lost contact with others.
I never thought that I would one day in my life come across a newspaper article on New York Times just explaining to people how you can hug other people during COVID.
There you have it.
That's the importance of a hug that we underestimated pre-COVID.
Human touch is important.
Yeah.
Positive human touch. So we need to make positive interactions. But in this particular case, there are many things that people might be experiencing. It could be anything to do with the family. The family's away, miles away.
Yeah.
And they don't seem that they're in a position to solve anything, or they can't see, everything's cloudy. They can't see clearly how they can maneuver a particular issue. Or it could be there's something going on at work, anything to do with finances, duties, all kind of stresses you can think of. True. But the idea is that we don't provide solutions. The idea is we encourage people to talk their stuff through until they actually get somewhere. And where we think maybe somebody's at risk or somebody could do with extra help from qualified personnel, back to 16,000.
Back to NSMEC, 16,000. And since the start of Gulf Good Vibes, what happens to be the most vital tool that the Gulf Good Vibes Buddy Program offers to community leaders?
Oh, information and the same training that we've gone through. If the community leaders are trained our way and through the MOPH, the more they are able to identify stuff that's going on within the community.
So you properly invest in those community leaders.
Yes.
So
yes,
you
we
can
do.
invest in the people participating.
Correct. Everybody has been invited. We had a session, for example, with NIDO. This is the Nigerian community. They came out in full force, and they've got many people that they're already working with.
Can
To
you
that
give me a
end.
figure?
What I can do is give you a figure of,
Like an approximation.
oh no, this is a big figure. This is a huge figure.
Well, that's good. The bigger, the better. I mean,
In the past
is
year,
okay.
a whole lot of people have been trained. I can proudly say the first batch of MOPH champions was made up of 28 people, and the second was made up of 29.
Oh,
So we have 28, just over 50 people who are in a position to organize something.
oh wow.
Yeah, an awareness campaign to just spread the word.
So you can accommodate a whole lot of people at
And-
this stage.
And then even within after that, we had a whole lot of other training sessions. So we've got something like 29,000 people would have been trained. The 29,000, for example, that becomes that huge a number because they were trained online, people that joined things. For example, people that I work with, Ahab and Bunam, went out to work with guys at Mosalat. So you have a huge number.
Yeah.
Mosalat carries us every day.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
And those guys don't need to go through stresses for all of us to be okay. It's the same with the riders, Talabat,
All those, in charge of delivering whatever it is we need in the comfort of our homes.
correct, and you've seen them on the road.
Yeah.
So it's just health awareness and stuff like that. Now imagine if somebody has a delivery. I don't know how you'd feel, especially if there's a customer at the end of the line who mightn't be too excited if the delivery is late and things like that. So these are the
So much detail goes into that.
well, this is what
I
my
mean, the
colleagues
bigger
have
the
done.
success, the bigger the responsibility. So as excited and encouraging as it can be to reach this level of success, the heavier the load is on people like you.
Well, I'm happy to say that we're not alone. Huda, we have people that come through from the MOPH, the likes of Dr. Kusai. We have people that come through ILO, who come, like Zainab, to come and coach us and train us. So we've had things, for example, to do with time management, to do with work-life balance, and things like that. And that having been said, you asked about numbers. So if I'm looking at 29,000, not all 29,000 have been in the same place at the same time. But over the past year, that many people have been touched under the guise of training. So they've got something. Not everybody's trained to the same level. However, I can tell you this much. There are people out there who know a little bit more about mental well-being or how to function within the society where others are concerned.
You're healing the world. You're making it a better place. You set a good example of what feeling good and bringing great vibes is like. I mean, you entering the studio before the conversation took place made me feel good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And after the inaugural Buddy Program training, what was, in your opinion, the key takeaway from that collaboration with the Ministry of Public Health?
Oh, wow. Those guys are interested in the residents of Qatar for sure. And a lot is going on behind the scenes. It's not just the MOPH that we touch with. We also get guidance from, for example, Dr. Rihanna, the WHO rep in Qatar, country rep, and many other people. There's so many, too many to enumerate.
If you happen to know our guest today, huge salutes to you. If you happen to be a part of the Gulf Good Vibes, huge salutes to you. If you've ever been in touch with Miss Rutendo Kututwa, you're among the lucky ones. You deserve an honorary doctorate at this point. Come on.
Thank you, Huda. I receive it. But what's the key takeaway from the MOPH?
Yeah, please.
That everybody matters. Everybody matters.
That is so deep. I felt it inside my core.
And it's the way that there are systems such as the 16,000 number open to everybody from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So no criteria, no pre-assessment, no interview, nothing. You just call and you get there.
And no judgment.
No judgment. You remain anonymous. You get the help you need and you feel better. What more do you guys need?
The Midday Guest.
Our lovely guest is still in the studio. We've got so much to cover, and time is just flying. So, I'm in this very, this very difficult challenge of trying to make the most out of this interview while Ms. Kututwa is still here in the studio. And speaking of mental health and going back to mental health, October 10th was World Mental Health Day, and it's been a couple of days since that, and it was held by Gulf Good Vibes and Workers Support and Insurance Fund, known as WSIF, in collaboration with the International Law Organization, known as ILO, the International Transport Workers Federation, ITF Qatar, and the World Health Organization, WHO. So, can you please let us know what the main takeaway from you on that day was?
Right. For me,
Yeah.
I wonder if I may backtrack. I wonder if, for example, the listeners are aware that finally I've met Huda Walid.
My cheeks are turning red. I'm feeling humbled. Listen, I am here because of the people like you.
Thank you.
We exchange the love, the energy, the emotions, and the soul-to-soul connection. I find it so authentic, so warm, so real. It's actually what drives me and what keeps me going for a humble 19 years so far. So I owe a lot of gratitude and gratefulness to people like you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Imagine, we think the same of you, keeping us going. That whole idea of our listening to you, our having a chance to listen to you, brightening our days for us, that's the kind of thing we hope we do for other people. And if I may answer your question now more fully, you asked how many people have been trained. 549 people have been trained as champions and buddies together. Okay, the 50 plus champions I spoke of earlier.
That's incredible.
549 people have been trained.
Yeah.
And through our sessions online and the number of people that have viewed our podcasts or our activities, we've got something close to 29,500. So if 29,500 people are aware that there is something called Gulf Good Vibes, and we keep touting the fact that there shouldn't be any stigma and that there's help at hand, that's the thing that the MOPH has achieved. And that's what they give us.
Do you consider switching the name from Gulf Good Vibes to Global Good Vibes, since you're expanding on this?
Thank you very much. We hope to do some such thing. It just started as Gulf Good Vibes, already not Qatar Good Vibes, because we figured we could do something for the listenership within the region.
I mean, it's symbolic. It gives you that sense of unity.
Yes,
When you have the word Gulf and not solely Qatar.
Thank you.
You know? So it's doing its purpose.
The idea has been touted, wellness beyond borders, but there are other players involved in that. Now, you asked me about the 10th of October.
Yeah.
The 10th of October was an anniversary for us, in a manner of speaking, because last year we had an event at Qatar. Therein lies another source of help.
Yeah.
The fact that they could host us there, where we celebrated this and we came together. So this time around, we were luckier in a sense, if you could put it like that, because we were now in a position to say this is what we have achieved since then. And so it was a celebration, but not just a celebration. So you have all these people that came to give, they were keynote addresses as well as proper presentations,
and raising the significance of maintaining mental health.
So for me, yes, you're quite right. For me, the takeaway from the weekend was that nobody's ever alone. There are so many experts out there who are working on mental health. And if everybody is to collaborate, we've got this covered.
So to start this, you do constantly encourage people to take the step and reach out and come to you.
Correct. We identify ourselves as buddies. So when I'm your buddy, I am not going to be your friend per se, because we could have a personal relationship.
Yeah.
Huda and Rutendo. I'm going to allow Huda to talk to me as a buddy, and as a buddy, I can't afford to have any judgment come into it.
I mean, the word buddy in itself gives you a sense of comfort.
Yes, thank you. The idea is peer support.
Yeah.
And so there's peer support across many sectors within our working lives, even within the community where we live. Because the person that works is the same person that goes away and takes himself or herself.
And I think it's, it's so enriching to live an experience like this, because Qatar is so known for having this multicultural atmosphere.
Oh, yes.
So bringing those nations together, we learn a lot from our experiences and backgrounds. And
yes,
to be surrounded with people like you with no judgment, that's an opportunity.
This is what we're trying to do. Like I said, if I were to give you my take away from
last
the day's
weekend,
event, I wouldn't even I wouldn't want to do a disservice to everybody else. But it was good to listen to the likes of Hamid Hussein, Dr. Raj Kumar, Dr. Diana from Qatar University, and many more who were there to address us.
I'm sure it's an endless list. And it is a blessing to have such people contribute and participate in such an initiative.
So when we look at individuals, whatever your experiences might have been in this country or somebody else, we're coming from different cultures.
Yeah.
And we have cultural sensitivities that we need to consider. Some people don't say much. Some people say a lot. Some people live their lives out in the public. Some people don't. So for some people, they need to be strong. Men need to be strong. Men couldn't be caught crying. Men don't tell other people their problems.
But for you to be strong, there's going to be some downs to get back to that strength again.
That's
so,
the thing.
Being vulnerable or weak is a part of your life cycle, isn't it?
Perfect, Huda. It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
So it's all right when you know.
But you need the right people where you can feel safe to let it out.
Do you know, as buddies, we emphasize the whole idea of this is a safe space. However, I'll have to escalate the whole thing should you divulge one or two things. So if there's a disclosure, I need to take it up for your own safety. But
I mean, what you guys do is so difficult for me to even verbalize. This is beyond amazing. Looking at the time, we'll be pausing in around 2.5 minutes for the afternoon call to prayer. So before that happens, and as you being the podcast team leader, how does that platform directly serve the Wellness Beyond Borders mission?
It's audible. It can be anywhere and everywhere. So people don't really have to be indoor or in the same place with us.
It only takes a matter of tapping into where?
Yes.
Where do you find it?
We have a website.
You have a website. Okay, let me try to give it a guess. www.gulfgoodvibes.org? Did I say that right?
Perfect.
I got a 10 out of 10 from Kututwa herself. What an honor. How many podcast episodes do you have so far?
Oh, Huda.
What were the most important topics you've covered so far?
I think talking to men who have really suffered in silence and couldn't see a way out. That was it. And of course, I can't say much about it. We had a real live example. You'll be pleased to know that I'm proud of what we did and how it turned out, without giving out any sensitive information.
Guys, you need to go and visit the website and check out what's been going on. It's www.gulfgoodvibes.org. I gotta say, we have an exceptional midday guest in the studio. And we've come to our final part of this very wonderful chit-chat with Miss Rutendo, the lady who's got it all with so many hats. God bless you. Going back to our conversation, that laughter is contagious. It's making me feel good. What is the most vital... Hold on. This is deceiving me. Yeah. We're going to move on to the future vision. We've heard about the start. We've heard about the achievements. And now we're heading into what you have in mind for what there is to come. So how does a person with such a strong community voice like you influence the quality of person-centered healthcare in Qatar? And what are you looking forward to achieving in the future?
Person-centered.
Yeah.
Being the operative word. We are party to this. We've been invited in, and we can also do something about it. You asked, what was my key takeaway?
Yeah.
There is so much care that's going into what each and every one of us experiences here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. They worry about the person. And if the person is okay.
It revolves around the person. The whole aim.
Would you believe? And about a week ago, we were involved in the person-centered conference at the Sheraton. Once again, the MOPH and whoever else is involved, they were gracious enough to invite us. And we shared what we do and what we think this is about. So, as buddies, we worry about the person, each and every person. And the fact that on the other side, we are being offered access. And earlier on, I spoke in terms of we need to do away with the stigma. That's what this is about. What for the future? Firstly, we need to galvanize whoever has been involved so far so that they activate whatever they've learned within their communities and within their workplaces, because this is what it was about. Yes, on the sidelines, we want other people to join, but whatever we've done so far, it has to now put into action. It has to be put into action so that it bears fruit. And when it bears fruit, if you're looking at 500 people that have information, and that information can be cascaded into the communities, fantastic. And the whole idea that the person-centered thing is that we are a grassroots grouping. So if it starts from us and it goes bottom up.
But you guys are the roots that allow it to go from the bottom up.
Anyone and everyone can join us. They're welcome. As long as we work within the parameters. I repeat, we are not trained personnel. Trained as in medically trained.
Yeah.
So there's stuff we can't do. And everybody
But you
has to
can
be
still
safe.
do miracles.
Fact.
Yeah.
We do listen to people. We refer people. That's what we want to do. You might look at us as first responders in terms of mental well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's important to us. So this is where we need to go. We need to get that done. We need to, now that we've been trained, we need to see the fruit.
And now that you're seeing the fruits grow and you're harvesting it, what is one of your top focus moving forward with Gulf Good Vibes?
With Gulf Good Vibes,
yeah.
we now need to consider data capture, for example, to help us, to guide us with where we're going with this thing. How can I put it? It would be a case of we could do this on a regular basis as individuals. But like you asked the question, what next?
Yeah.
So if we have that, then we can see where the gaps are. We can go back to the professionals and they'll help us. Like I mentioned earlier, Zainab, who's used an index, a toolkit, to help us measure where we're going with helping people. Okay. Those are the kind of things that we need to put in. There has to be a checklist. And that checklist will guide us even further.
Yeah, it'll keep track of where you are and what you're heading towards.
Thank you very much. So that it ceases from becoming just a group of friends that are meeting every week to do whatever. These are people's lives involved. So we need to be certain about our next steps. And I think it's that idea of just keeping track on what we are doing, keeping checks and balances as well, and being more responsible. This is where we need to take it further. The numbers could keep coming in.
I mean, because every word that you've shared with us genuinely comes out from the heart, I'm sure that there is such a huge promising future for Gulf Good Vibes. The planet is in need of more people like you.
Thank you.
The planet is proud to have people like Miss Rutendo Kututwa.
Huda, Rutendo is just the mouthpiece. There are people who really work hard. There are people who are already doing stuff.
The impact of delivering what you deliver through your voice is so powerful. That is a powerful tool. And you've got all the strength it needs, and you're getting all the support it needs. And I'm very happy to be expressing a word of gratitude on behalf of Ms. Rutendo Kututwa to everybody contributing to Gulf Good Vibes. So I cannot thank you enough for giving us your time and sharing your insight and experience with us today. Is there a final word you'd like to share with everybody before we wrap up? Oh my God! What? 251 people.
Noted. Thank you very much for having us here. Thank you for giving us a platform. Thank you for giving us a voice, a bigger voice than we had. I'd like to invite everybody to consider or have a look at our website, but also consider what you can do as a buddy. Yes, you'd have to be trained. Yes, it takes time. But
it's a proper investment.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, with the great outcomes, I'm sure people are encouraged. So it's www.gulfgoodvibes.org. Big thanks to Miss Rutendo Kututwa. I wish you all the best with the upcoming future endeavors. I might look into it myself.
Please.
Big thanks to the production team, especially to Mariam Nizar. Big thanks to your colleague here, whom I can see through the glass. She's got a great smile, by the way. And for those of you who would like to get to know more and learn better about Gulf Good Vibes, allow me to say the website one more time. It's www.gulfgoodtimes.org.